welcome to episode 208 of the Real Wrestling Show Dash Blog. And you know what we do on here. We run through Dynamite, Rampage, and any specials that go down in pay-per-views, but there haven't been any. Big C covered the last pay-per-view. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we have the phenomenal Dorsey, one half of the best, greatest tag team blogging champions in the world. As you can see, I'm back. Long story short, I've got a pair of these. Hence the reason I haven't been on the last couple of episodes, but I have been keeping up with AEW, and bigs up to Big Z for holding the fort down while I've been ill again. So yeah, much appreciation to my brother, who also came in while I was in hospital and dropped me off some goodies. So big ups to Big Z all day long, and again, thank you for holding down the show. I said to him he's been busy with his personal life, so I said, well, I'm lying in bed putting my feet up, doctor's orders, so I might as well take over the show for this week and give you a break. So you're stuck with this furry motherfucker. Anyway, 208, a long time. Me and Big Z, 4 years or just over 4 years now, so hopefully we'll get in the same room soon because, like I said, I'm off my feet, so can't blame work life. Big ups to my work as well if anyone watches this. Marston is the company and the Plough, who have been completely fine with me and supportive with me off work, so big ups to them. But anyway, enough of me and my personal shit. Let's get the show rolling. So we're starting it off with Dynamite, as obviously it was first. And the opening match was the BCC versus the Lucha Brothers and Bandito. Brian Danielson on commentary, which I do love his commentary, he is brilliant. Penalty kick type rope kick by Phoenix, a Beastie. Nice RKO by Mox. Yes, I will agree with you, Big Z. It was an RKO this time. Pole driver, then a suplex on the floor to Bandito. Mox, little things during the submission, like breaking fingers and doing little extras on the submission. Brian Danielson kept pointing that out. I like it. I really like Brian Danielson's commentary and the fact these guys are actually doing it. Like, I mean, Mox is a veteran. He doesn't have to be like that, but he's playing the gimmick, basically. Living the gimmick. Yeah, sick. Extra leverages on the pins because obviously he got caught out with not doing he was doing some laxy daisy pins, which Brian Danielson again pointed out on commentary. Love the storyline on this. Nice tornado by Bandito. Stiff drop kicks to Yuta by Bandito. Double flips to the outside, then a tribute Eddie Guerrero frog splash by Bandito. Gets a 2 count. Jumping knee, elbow strikes, then the seatbelt. BCC win. I went with Mox man of the match. I thought it was a decent opener, and I gave it a. No, I didn't. I gave it a 6. Won more than a booker. Yeah, I think the BCC playing awesome characters. Kind of not liking how the Lucha Bros are kind of floating around the middle card though, because they could be great tag teams, great 6-mans, and single main eventers. So that's peeing me off a little bit. But I am a Lucha Brothers fan, so I would be. But BCC sick, all of them. Yuta, Brian Danielson, Mox, Claudio, always all of them been dope. So yeah, sick match, good opener. Elite promo. They ask about Kenny. He's abroad. He hasn't gone home to Canada, but he's not in America. They didn't say abroad. That's a British thing. Sorry. Yeah, lots of rumours. Is he in Mexico? Because he's won belts there. More likely Japan though, innit? With the Forbidden Doors open, a lot of names being mentioned. Okada. A lot of names. So yeah. Then also they were interrupted by the Dark Order. Oh, you got a new friend? No? Oh, your new friend Matt got a busted foot? I know all about that. I would show you, but it's too hard to lift my foot up, and I don't want to screw up the camera angle either. But yeah, Hangman then chases after the Dark Order, so that's nice. They've still kept that storyline going. Is it going to be the Dark Order turning on him, or what's going on? It's a long storyline again, long time storytelling. I don't get why some of these internet freaks are like, oh, there's no storytelling, when it's like, actually, it's been going on for months. But anyway, we had a Tony in-ring promo with the Bullet Club Gold, dissing Ricky Starks, saying, yeah, we might not have won the Battle Royal, you might have eliminated us, but you didn't win either. FTR, they kind of start about to slag them off, and then they interrupt them. Bullet Club offer them a spot in Bullet Club Gold. I think they're actually portraying Bullet Club Gold as a new Bullet Club, so it's not with Japan's original Bullet Club. I think personally, that's why they keep mentioning you want to join Bullet Club Gold. We'll see. Yeah, then with a roll of quarters, crazy Juice Robinson smacks Dax with a roll of quarters, and then Starks comes out, makes the save after FTR get jumped, and challenges Jay White to a singles match next week on Dynamite. I think it was next week on Dynamite, anyway, I didn't actually write that down. Then TK, another big announcement that everyone already knew. In Chicago, CM Punk will be on a Collision. The best move to do, because it is in Chicago, is a new show, so CM Punk will bring ratings, whether that's good or bad, we'll see. When I say good or bad, for the right reasons or the wrong reasons, I mean, we'll see. A lot of controversy around him. Controversy creates cash. A lot of people happy, a lot of people not. I'm on the fence. We'll see his attitude when he gets back. I will say he did not light the set on fire for me when he returned the first time. His promos were dope. His matches not quite to the power of a Bryan Danielson like they used to be for me, personally. But we'll see. Next up, we had a triple threat match, which I quite enjoyed, to be fair, considering, I'm not really a massive fan of anyone in this match. Like, I don't mean I'm against them, but, there's no real people in here that I'm like, oh, yes, they're awesome. We got Big Bill versus Trent Barrera, who is actually awesome, and Swerve, who, I don't know, he is a great wrestler, but I just don't know, just doesn't do it for me. Maybe it's the mogul storyline, I don't know. But Beat on the ramp by Bill on the Swerve was nice. Spear on the outside by Trent on Bill was nice. Big Beastie something Swerve flying off the outside by BD. Oh, fucking I can't even read that. Big Boss Man Slam gets 2 for Big Bill. He done that sick. Choke Slam off the apron into the ring by Big Bill on Trent. And then Swerve hits a top rope move that takes Big Bill right out. Gets the pin on Trent. Swerve wins. I went with Big Bill, man of the match. Yeah, he's had good matches the last few times I've seen him. Fair play. I like Big Bill. I think he's got a stupid name. They need to change that, and maybe he could move up the card without being in a clique for me. So I thought he was impressive in Impact. He's learned his lessons from the WWE. So yeah. Then we had a stat hype promo. Who doesn't have a bit of stat? Backstage story when I was in the hospital, and I was like, "Big, this was the pay-per-view good." Because I didn't want to watch it until the daytime, because there was lots of old men screaming in agony. Not their fault, obviously. Again, nothing wrong with my personal life, but I was like, "For the pay-per-view good?" He was like, "Yeah, sick show. The Jade match is really good. No, I'm not going to say no spoilers." And I was like, "Huh, a Jade match, really good? But I didn't even click, so fair play to him. Anyway, welcome back, Stat. Renee with the Acclaimed and Billy. Billy deserves gold one more time, the Acclaimed say. That's the first time they've lost as a 6-man tag in a while, I believe. Then we had Tony in ring with Don and Takeshita, who gets the biggest boos in a long time I've heard. A lot of people comparing it to Dom Mysterio. But yeah, sick boos. Don bigs up Takeshita, says he can beat anyone, basically names the whole Legends roster of Japan. As far as I'm aware, again, I'm not too, like I said, the one wrestling show I'm not educated in is the Japanese wrestling. I haven't watched it too much, to be honest. I've only watched a few big matches like Jericho or Omegas and AJ Styles, Bullet Club things maybe, but I've never been an avid watcher. But yeah, again, alluding to maybe Omega getting a tag team partner to go against the Takeshita and whoever, maybe. Then we had a Warlow promo saying he's gone through Christian, Luchasaurus, if you've got unfinished business, you know where I am, let's go. Then we had Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy versus the Embassy. Embassy dominating the early beginning. Backbreaker on the buckle, then a senton on the apron to Darby. Brian Cage on top of the ramp with Swerve sitting on a wrestling chair. Tornado DDT gets a 2 for Orange. Cannonball by Darby was nice. A Slim Dog Code Red combo, coffin drop, Darby and Orange win. I went with Toa man of the match. Swerve and Cage stroll down the ramp, and then it's Sting who comes down, and obviously Swerve's click does a runner. Sick match for the people that were in it. Like, I love Darby and Orange. Don't normally really rate the Embassy, but like I said, Toa was my man of the match. Nice way to bring Sting back right after he said he was going to leave him go for the world title after now he's back. So I had 3 moments. And just in case I didn't say on the last match, which I don't think I did on the Big Bill match, I had 6 yowie wowie moments. Next up, we had a MJF promo. Tony in ring with Hook, interrupted by Roosh and 10 complaining about not getting no TV time. I don't like it when wrestlers do that because it makes them feel like they're not stars, or makes the audience feel like they're not stars. Because if you're a star, you get TV time, or you make the most of your 2 minutes, as Jericho always says. Whether you get 5 seconds or 2 minutes, you make the most of every second. So yeah, I didn't like that little bit of it. They jump Hook. Jungle Boy makes the save with a chair. Jungle Boy and Hook maybe teaming up again together. Such a big roster, I think Collision is needed now because some people are starting to get lost in the shuffle, I think. You know, I mean, Jungle Boy's gone from the main event of the pay-per-view to randomly going back with Hook. And the same with Darby randomly tagging with Orange after being in the main event of a pay-per-view when Darby's got a single title already. It's a bit... They were good matches, don't get me wrong, the story's going, it's not pulling me off. I'm just thinking some of the wrestlers are starting to get lost in the shuffle now, for me. So then anyway, we had Renee with the Outcasts, and Tony was basically bragging how no one is in her league. Yeah, decent promo. Tony Storm's improved since she's joined. Not that she was a bad wrestler, but these painkillers they got me on have got me driven and stuff as well, so my apologies. Yeah, it was a decent promo. Next up, we had the TBS title, Stat versus Nyla Rose. Interesting background story. Obviously, Nyla normally has had the advantage over Stat challenging for the women's world title in the past, a couple of years back. So it was nice. They could drop that in there on commentary. And Nyla dominates in the early going. Taya watches on in the background because obviously she was the one who weakened Jade before Statlander came out and accepted the open challenge. Spin out powerbomb gets 2 for Stat, or blue fender bomb, not sure. Cannonball on the outside by Nyla, then into Stat and into the guardrail. Chokeslam gets 2 for Nyla, 450 by Stat. Stat wins. I don't move Nyla man of the match, probably because she did most of the work. Stat just saw most of the match. Taya doesn't look impressed, so she's either going to turn heel or try and stay babyface and challenge for the Stat TRWS title again. Then we're moving on to Dynamite's main event of the evening, which was Cole and Britt Baker versus Jericho and Saraya. A nice overhead throw by Britt, then a beach break beast, or whatever she calls it, a dead eye, I think. Nope, that's Hangman. She calls it something else, but whatever it is, beast. Jericho trips Britt to get Saraya the advantage. Outcasts attack Britt while the ref's distracted. Sheeta runs down with a candlestick and takes him out. Something gets to. Can't read it. Jericho tries to protect Saraya from Britt's top rope move, but Britt does it anyway and takes them both out. Walls of Jericho, but Britt hits a lockjaw while Adam Cole is in the submission move. I thought that was quite cool. Cool breaker on the counter gets 2 by Jericho. That was beast. A botchy DDT almost kills Britt by Saraya. She's been getting a lot of hate from that on the internet. There was also another little bit where it just looked terrible, I'm not going to lie, but I'm going to touch on that after the match. The boom by Cole and Britt win. Jericho man of the match for me. A lot of hate on the internet, like I said, for Saraya, already saying you should retire. It's like a second or third match back, guys. Like, I mean, this stuff happens, you know what I mean? Britt is, yeah, she's a veteran in AEW, but she's still pretty green as a wrestler. Don't forget, she's been around the scenes, yeah, but this is TV, this is different workings. I mean, Jericho went to WWE even though he'd been on TV, said it was completely different on TV in WWE/F at the time when he went there. And it took him a couple of months to settle in. So it could be that, it could be anything, but crazy how much hate she got for that. She's right, it's tired already, blah blah blah, bollocks. The first match on the pay-per-view with her and Britt, I thought that was sick. She is a commodity no matter what, even if it's just backstage. So shut the fuck up, you idiots. Or at least wait a few months before you judge. Yeah, so that was Dynamite. And moving on to Championship Rampage, which is not to be confused with Battle of the Belts, even though it has the title on the line in all 4 matches. But I think it was a bit of a clever promoting by TK because obviously Forbidden Door is coming up and most of these belts are from other promotions. Beers up. We had a triple A rare title match between Kalisto, no, that's what he's formerly known as in WWE, Kalisto versus El Kingo versus Commander. Spectacle match, a jump spot match. Very enjoyable. Some of it unbelievable, but use your imagination, just chill. Don't think this is, well, that wouldn't happen in a real fight, of course it wouldn't, it's wrestling, especially the Mexican style, but it was sick. El Kingo super springboard moonsault to the outside, beastie hurricanrana in the corner, like jumping up in the corner on the top rope and then jumping back down to do the hurricanrana, sick. Phoenix splash into the ring by Vikingo. Sorry if I'm getting any of these names wrong, by the way. Commander, beastie springboard, backflip hurricanrana, nice. Vikingo, beastie corkscrew kick, gets 2. tightrope corkscrew by Commander to the outside, Beast. 450 by Commander, springboard, coup de grace to stop the count by Vikingo. Vikingo spikes Commander with a stiff corkscrew hurricanrana. Then hits a 450 through the opponents and through a table on the outside. Hits a roll up on the counter of a hurricanrana. El Kingo wins. El Kingo man of the match. Sick little wrestler, fair play. But again, like I said, some of it did look a bit choreographed, where they were a bit slow and stuff, but it was still quite a spectacle. And I remember 7 yowie wowie moments. Fucking stiff the way he spiked him, El Kingo, when he spiked Commander. But yeah, so that was your first title match out of 4, and it was AAA titles for Mexican title. Then we had the Aubrey recap, where she gets, where she's been involved in the storylines recently. And a promo with Lethal and Co. dissing Aubrey, interrupted by Briscoe. Wayne talking about Lethal, pushes Lethal. We are talking about these two, the Jarretts. And then Aubrey comes out and gets involved in the action. So that'll be interesting to see Aubrey Edwards in the ring with Briscoe against the Jarretts, I suppose. Next up, we had Action Andrade versus Zack Sabre Jr. New Japan Pro Wrestling TV title. Again, different promotion. Good match. Diving Hurricanrana, then a tope by Action. Zack Sabre over the armbar over the top rope was quite unique. Sabre, nice sell on the vertical suplex, was real old school style. Top rope Hurricanrana gets 2 for Action. Zack hits a sleeper in the fireman. Well, Action's got him in a fireman's carry. Poison Rana by Action. Armbar catching Action coming off the top rope. Then talks the other arm into another beastie submission. Zack Sabre wins. Zack Sabre Jr. man of the match. I like Zack Sabre Jr. on the mic. I think he's golden in the ring. I think maybe he couldn't go against every wrestler or suit his style, maybe, but if they pick the right opponent, he's real good, I think. Sick on the stick. 4 moments for that match. Decent. None of these really got any storyline either, really, to be honest, because of the concept of all the belts being online, I suppose. Then we had Sakura versus Willow for the New Japan Wrestling Strong Women's Championship. Crossbody sends Willow to the floor. Shotgun dropkick off the top gets 2, which was sick by Willow. Emmy rakes the eyes on the counter of the kick out of that move, which is sick. Nice veteran move. Emmy struggles to lift Willow on the Queen's Gambit. I think that's what she calls the move, like the front pedigree slam. It's sick though. Showed great strength. Willow sold it well as well. Pounce takes out Emmy big time. Beastie Dr. Bomb. Willow wins. I went with Willow man of the match. Again, no real storyline, but nice to see Willow getting some wins with that new little shiny belt of her that she got due to Mercedes Moné's injury, who people keep saying about. AEW keep mentioning her. They mention wrestlers they haven't signed before as well. So, or they've had people signed for one-night contracts. Just chill. Do you know what I mean? It'll probably happen. I'm not gonna lie, and I wouldn't be opposed to it because I think she's a sick wrestler. But anyway, then we had the Henry Hype promo for the main event of Rampage this evening, which was for the ROH Pure title. Moriarty versus Shibata. CD, Whitmore, and Finley were the judges. It was alright. Moriarty uses two, that again, another promotion, is an ROH title. So again, all titles on the line. It was quite sick. Mexican win, two Japan wins, and now an ROH win. Moriarty uses his two rope breaks quite early. A shotgun drop kick, then a butterfly suplex by Shibata gets two. Moriarty uses his third rope break, sleeper, then the penalty kick. Shibata wins. Shibata man of the match. After the match, the former champion Danny Garcia comes out and faces off with Shibata. I had 4 moments in the Widow match with Widow and Emi Sakura, I didn't say. And then I've got just 2 moments for this main event. It was pretty decent, but I don't know. I'm not really a fan of the ROH pure title stipulations, really, to be honest with you. So, yeah. But it was a decent show. Wasn't Battle of the Belts, even though it could have been. Match of the night was probably, for me, the first win. Mexican wrestling I am a fan of. But yeah, AEW still looking fresh, still looking good. Collision coming up soon. Exciting things. We're going to Wembley, baby. Yeah. So I will see you next week. Hopefully the both of us, and hopefully in the same room. Who knows? Maybe not. But either way, we should both be on it next week. Hopefully. Thank you for everybody who helps to make the show, shares the show, watches the show. Bigs up to Big C for taking care of the show while I've been away. And yeah, check out the channel. We've got Merchandise Memoir Season 1, other random videos. Season 2 is halfway through, and I will be uploading some new videos very soon of Merchandise Memoirs and some other stuff which I'm working on from the past. So a little spoiler for you there. So yeah, big up. See you all next week. The Real Wrestling Show -- blog. AEW, baby.